Here we go. Are you ready?
Happy Father's Day.
You beat me to it. I was going to say it. Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Happy Daddy's Day. Happy Father's Day. However you want to call it.
Yep, and happy to all of those that do double roles as well, because there are some probably single moms out there that are in the father role as well. So I hope everybody had a great day.
I had a good day.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah, let's say. Let me take care of this. Traveling with special abilities, Suede Fringe, Margot. She might be gone because it's really late over there.
Yeah, it's late there.
Hey, Faith. Hey, Julie. Hey, Randy. Hey, Scott. Oh, that just popped in there.
Oh, Jim's here.
Hey, Donnie, Jim, Kelly and Reese's Adventures, Leonard. Oh, happy Father's Day in case you're just joining us. I think we went a little early. We started maybe a couple minutes early. Teresa.
Susie's here.
Hey, Susie. I'm not going down.
You're what?
I've seen the rabbit hole.
The rabbit hole.
I have not gone down the pop rabbit hole. Oh, the pop.
Oh, the Funko Pops.
No, we haven't either.
Yeah, we have a couple.
Orange Bird.
Yeah.
Special ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
hey, Karen.
Karen.
Still hasn't came yet. Karen.
I almost called her different name. I get so confused with
Cheri.
people's names. Like when
Margot's there. Cool.
Yeah, when I know.
Hey, Becky.
When I know
Richard. Christy. Dean. Were you going to say Cargo?
No, I'm saying like when I know somebody's name is not their name that's on there, it's like it takes me a second because I want to say their like real name.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if they want me to say their real name. But
hey, Jackie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know exactly what
you're saying. You
know
what I'm saying?
Yeah. You had word vomit.
I didn't have word vomit.
No.
So did you have a good Father's Day?
Oh, Travis is here.
Hey Travis, hope you're driving safely. Unless you're still at the
He had a pretty good day because he left Universal and he got to do Hagrid's twice.
I know, that's
amazing.
Hey Virginia.
Too bad. I just hope you don't knock anything over, Will.
Too bad we weren't there with him. That would have been so much fun.
Yeah, we thought we went to Texas Roadhouse for lunch, and before we were going, I was like, oh, we could have went to Homecoming. I didn't think about it, but that's where. What are you doing, Will? She's restless tonight. Hey, Captain Akron. Candy's mom.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. I'm not in your head. Not in your list.
Oh, we went to Texas Roadhouse, and it's probably the most crowded restaurant I've seen since this has happened.
Yeah, because I've heard some people say that our seating capacity is 100%, and other places have said 1575. So I don't know what it really is.
It was pretty full.
It was probably 90%.
It was really full.
Yeah.
And there was a wait. People were waiting for it, so that's pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
Scary.
It was good. I had to get my sirloin tips.
So Leonard is lucky, and he is able to get his park reservations tomorrow. That's awesome.
Can we get ours? Because we still have reservations.
There's been so much information that's come out this past week. Like my head just feels like I can't keep track of it all. Like what's going on.
And like for people like Karen and Margot and them coming from overseas, if you have a trip this year, I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm not so sure.
I would be like, she's just all restless today, isn't she? Stop. She just had a bath.
Stop.
My day off, no pressure as a family.
Yeah.
Because if anybody's been watching the news, I'll just get it out of the way. Hey, Robert, our cases are going skyrocketing. I think we've had 15,000 since Thursday or Friday, and cases are going up and everything else. So I don't know what the next couple of weeks are going to hold.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Because I think tomorrow we're going to pass 100,000 cases in the state.
So I have heard this. I don't remember who this was from that I heard. I think it was from WDW Couple. They were talking about like.
Hey, Lindsay. Thank you.
If this is your first trip to Disney World.
Yeah, this isn't the way you want to experience it.
This is not the year to come to it. I would hold off until everything's back open up. I don't know if it's going to be a different normal, but just slightly more open.
Because Orange County now, which I think the park is in, is a mandatory mask anywhere in Orange County if you're outside or in businesses and stuff. So
yeah, it's just so hard.
So even if you're not in Disney in the parks, you're still going to have to be wearing a mask because you're in the county.
I mean, even if you're coming from far away, if you have reservations,
hold on. I don't think they're going to shut it down. I don't think we'll go through another shutdown. There might be things closed, but I don't think there's going to be a shutdown like there was because it's already too late. It's open. Hey, Terry, thank you.
But I mean, even
Millie.
if you're coming from far away and this is your vacation you've been saving for a year,
Thank you, Lindsay.
I'm just not sure if it's the right decision right now.
If I was coming in and this was my trip, like you said, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just like cruising. Cruising is pushed back to what? September, the middle of September, end of September already. So who even knows with that? I
mean, it's not going anywhere. Disney's
I feel like the light is like right in my eyes. You can read names for a minute, so I can. I'm blinding everybody with
the light. Why are you looking at the light?
Well, the screen. It's 32 inches of light plus the light over there.
Turn the screen.
Then you won't see me because the camera's stuck to the screen.
I mean, they can just see half your face.
Okay. I can do this.
Is that better?
Is that better? No.
Not better for you?
Nope.
There's still, Christy's here. She's talking about Tampa is a mandatory mask at any public setting.
Well, you said the reservations are through September 2021 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Park
Disney's not looking like they don't think it's going to go away anytime soon.
I think they're just being very cautious because it's easier for them to say, we're doing reservations till September 2021. And then they can just say, okay, we can stop it this month.
Yeah. So who knows what's going to happen?
But I think if you do have reservations, you can get.
Hey, Joy. Yeah, Millie.
If you have a resort reservation, you can get park reservations.
If you can get one.
If you can get one.
Because you also got to think the annual pass holder is going to be trying to get them too. I know that if you have a park reservation, if you have a hotel reservation, you can get one for every day of your visit, supposedly. But we don't know how many people they're going to let in yet.
Right. And if you are a pass holder, you can only get 3 reservations at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And they're not going to do any virtual queues.
No virtual queues, which I just want to, before I like.
I think why they're doing that. I think why they're doing that because they know people are going to go to certain rides. And even if they're social distancing, they're going to be stuck in.
But before I have an opinion about it, I want to see how it works first.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, we remember,
hey, Wendy.
Like.
Yeah, no park hopping either.
Yeah.
Like Randy said.
Right. A couple of years ago, like you didn't need fast passes.
I'm actually, because they added a month, they're adding a month to annual pass holders on top of the 4 months that we're getting that the park was closed. Just because of.
It's not really you're getting the 4 months, you're still paying for them.
No, yeah. Exactly. But I don't know how I feel yet about only being able to get 3 reservations at a time and not being able to pass park hop and stuff.
Bob's on the bus where he's like,
if I was outside of the like a 5-6 hour driving, I wouldn't even bother coming until it was done.
Bob's like, I'm ready to cancel my pass holder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Like, let's just see how it is.
Hey, Robert.
It's going to continue.
Hey, Jay.
It's going to change continuously. I mean, until they.
Let her talk, Bob.
Until they find out what works.
It's a fluid situation.
How many times I've heard fluid?
Yeah.
Like, everybody uses that word now, fluid.
It's ever changing.
I know that. I know what it means.
Well, I didn't think you didn't. I'm just
saying, like.
Hey, Tony, Lisa.
Just saying, like, remember when you had the hurricanes and everybody kept saying, what was the word they called it?
Hunker down.
Hunker down. Like, you never heard that word, and then all of a sudden everybody's using hunker down.
Hunker down, hunker down, hunker down.
But it's a fluid.
And it was
a fluid situation.
Well, I think
that's just another way of saying, like, it's just a crappy situation.
I think the problem with, like, Corona. Hey, Disney Nerders, Charlie, Stacy. We're used to preparing for hurricanes and then nothing happening.
No, we're used to with the hurricane, like you.
The last one we prepared everything and we didn't even get.
No, I'm saying.
What I'm saying is with the people with COVID, they're like, oh, we're not going to get it.
I'm saying, like, in general, a hurricane, you prepare for it, you have it,
it's over,
and you know when it's done and over, and you can move on.
Yeah, but the last couple big ones that were supposed to hit us in this area, and we were out of work, and
we got
very lucky.
Very, very lucky.
But it makes some people be like, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, nobody really knows what to do.
Yeah, Florida is booming with COVID.
Yeah.
There's no.
Got some new people in here.
Who?
Robert's in here, Robert G. And you said hey to
Virginia.
Tony.
Yeah, we did.
And Lisa.
Virginia just pointed out maybe why you wore those tonight.
I did wear them for a special reason.
And I think last show and the show before we'd wished that was going to happen.
So guys, I think
maybe they were watching.
Maybe Disney's actually watching and listening. So if you have anything you want to tell them, like say it now.
I think it was an intern. They've already got fired for even mentioning it.
The intern got fired. But yes, they're going to be sending annual pass holders a magnet, and hopefully. They just had a picture.
And it's going to look like
they
Julie's.
didn't say what magnet it was.
Well, they already gave out the other magnet.
Right. They didn't say 100%
but they already know
sure.
who got those magnets.
Right.
Because they have them checked in. So if you didn't get your, what was it, the Donald magnet, you might get that one and Orangeburg.
So we'll just have to see.
Then again, they may have said it, and I didn't read the article. I just look at pictures.
I think they just put the picture with it. But
I'll say something to you, and you'll go, what was it about? And I go, oh, I just saw the picture. I didn't read it.
I'm like with Millie. I hope that my fingers are crossed. I hope so. I mean.
You're probably hoping that they like, oh, did we send one to her? We'll send her another one.
But I did hear that it was like one per family.
What?
That's what I heard.
No.
As well.
If you're a pass holder, you get it, period.
I don't know.
If you got 6 people in your family that are pass holders, you should get 6 of them.
I agree. I'm not saying. I'm not handing out the magnets.
I know.
I'm just saying what I've heard.
I don't know if I said hey to Alyssa.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I've heard, but I agree with you. I think if you have a pass holder, you pay for it. You should get the magnet because you get the magnet when you're there. So.
And I don't know if today was the hottest day, but with the humidity.
Oh, it's been
and
terrible.
The heat and the mask, it was pretty tough today. And we didn't even go to a park or anything.
Faith is asking, is Orangeburg a Disney thing or a Florida thing?
It's a Florida
Disney thing. It is Disney.
It was created for the Florida Orange Juice Commission.
Yep, in Florida.
Back in the 70s.
It is a Disney. And we actually had this question because when we went to Disneyland, I had on Orangeburg ears, and there was a little girl. She's like, "Who's that character?"
In Disneyland?
Remember?
Oh,
yeah, we're riding the train. She's like, "Who's that character on your ears?" Like she didn't know.
Was it the Florida Citrus Council or the Florida Citrus? What it was?
So it's
a Florida thing.
It's a Florida Disney thing. So.
Oh, and I don't think this was news last week. Flower and Garden or not? Food and Wine is starting July 15th and going all the way through the fall.
So.
Which Ashley said when I told her that, she goes, "I think every festival is Food and Wine."
I kind of had the feeling like every festival is like the Food and Wine. They just change out the menu a little.
But as long as they have that pizza place open, I'll be happy either way.
That's all you want. That's all you want.
Remember that time we went before it opened, and all you could smell was pizza,
and
it wasn't open. But like, where's the pizza smell coming from?
I think it was Travis. He was why we weren't able to get it.
He had to smell what do they call him? Smell-it-er?
I don't know. That's all we could smell. I think we were also really hungry because we had been awake since like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when we did the Rise of Resistance. So what do you guys think about that? If there's no virtual queue, how long do you think that line's going to be?
That's only going to be, they're only going to let it get so long.
Rise?
Yeah. If it's social distance, it'll go out to a certain point, and what are people going to stand over here until they can get in line? So it's going to be like a double line. I don't know.
We actually waited in there a long time.
Oh, once we got inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We waited a long time, so.
Yeah, it was packed.
It was a good, at least.
Rachel loves your ears.
Oh, thank you.
Which this is kind of cool that Talia got these ears off of eBay.
She's not here.
Before they even sold them.
Right.
And she got them for like $7 or something. It was something crazy.
So I am kicking myself that we didn't.
Hey, Nancy.
That's a big long paragraph.
Oh, start with. Well,
that's true.
What didn't you hear something on the warehouse? They might not open it until.
No, I'm saying this is my theory.
You? Oh.
It's just my theory.
Oh, Ashley's theory.
But first, let me say I'm kicking myself because I didn't get the Orangeburg glasses. But anyways.
Yeah, I wanted those.
My theory is they're not going to be opening up the character warehouse until Florida is in stage 3, till there's no mask required, because character warehouse is in a outlet mall. And Disney cannot control how they run the mall.
Yeah.
They can only control their store, which means it puts their cast members at risk. And I don't think they're willing to do that.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
quite yet. So that's why I just think.
Plus, right now, those cast members are working in other spots.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, that's how I feel.
Yeah. Just like people who work, like, what's his, I can't think of his name right now. His dad was working.
Eddie.
Eddie's dad was working, who works in the Magic Kingdom, was working at Disney Springs.
He's worked at the Emporium.
But he's been there 44 years.
He's been at the Emporium for, like, I want to say probably at least 30 of those years. 44
years.
He's always been there.
I think he didn't say what he wanted to say was he's going to make 50 years.
I don't know.
I think that's what he's trying to do is 50 years.
Yeah, whenever we go through the Emporium to see if he's working, to say hi.
The best one, though, was when he was on break and he was just out enjoying the...
he was. He's out on Main Street.
Was he watching the...
I think the park had
the
just
Dapper
opened.
Dans?
Yeah, the park had just opened.
The Dapper Dans.
Yeah. And also you read the list, but I've actually forgotten.
Of what?
There's also some.
All the new parks that are opening?
There are some new resorts that are going to open
as well. But those, thank you, Douglas. Happy Father's Day to all the dads on here, too, in case we. Let me see. I know it was an email I got. Let me see.
So.
It was some crazy dates, too.
Some crazy dates. They're staggering is what they're doing. And this is
breaking news. Several Walt Disney World Resort hotels reopening, dates announced. July 10th, Disney Animal Kingdom Villas, Jumbo House, Disney's Pop Century. July 29th, the Caribbean Beach. August 12th, Disney's Polynesian Village Resort and Art of Animation. August 24th, which seems like it's forever away, Disney's Yacht and Beach Club. September 21st, the Grand Floridian, which I thought that would have been open by now. October 1st, Disney's Boardwalk, and October 14th, Coronado Springs.
Right.
They're
staggering it.
Yeah, they're staggering it. Because with the park capacity, they can't open all the resorts anyways.
Right. Which I had a kind of a feeling. So was it yesterday? So we have reservations for Saratoga for July 4th weekend. And our plans for Lily fell through.
We don't have anybody
to watch her.
To board it. Board her, not board it.
So I called them because we were trying to
move it.
And she was like, well, the cabins are available. And then she told
Child's up higher. If you look at the thumbnail for this video, the child is on the top shelf, right over somewhere up there.
But they were telling me for the cabins for those 2 nights, well, even after the 4th, like I was looking like July 17th, whatever, 17th. Past in the middle of July, it was $400 a night.
$450.
Yeah,
$450. It was $900 for 2 nights.
I don't know. I just feel like that's a lot of money for some cabins that.
They don't have a butler service and bringing your food and tucking you in bed at night.
I just don't know. I just felt like that was a lot of money. And I was telling her, I was kind of looking for a resort in like the moderate resort. I said, because that's our price range. That's as high as we want to go.
Coronado's where the NBA's at.
Yeah.
I think we did see that. They were at, they have some, I had read something and I don't want to even talk about it because they were like bringing in like certain games and like boards, all this other kind of stuff that they can do while they're there, and crazy restrictions they have on the players.
I imagine they do. They don't want them to get sick.
Yeah.
Sally
said she heard DVC, but those aren't all DVC hotels.
But in talking with this cast member on the phone, she's been actually very helpful. She was looking up all kind of dates for me, and she was just saying, you know what? She's like, what I would do. She's like, I understand your situation. She's like, I would wait until the middle of next week. She's like,
that's after you said something that aggravated you.
No,
we're not going to say that.
She said though, she's like, we haven't been told anything. She's like, but I would wait till next week to see if there maybe could be any other resorts opening. So that's why I thought that there was going to be some opening.
List that came out. Yeah.
So she's like, but we haven't been told anything.
Well, also, Cheri, on is it July 8th? They're having the soccer tournaments.
Yeah.
So not just the NBA is going there. The MLS soccer is having them.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
So there's I don't know where those guys are staying.
I'm just like $450 is not in our price range to stay at the cabins.
Yeah.
So.
I don't want to pay $450 for a night anywhere.
Grand Floridian?
No.
Polynesian?
Nope. Inside Cinderella's castle, maybe? That's about it.
That's it?
That's it. If we can have the park to ourselves with everything.
Bob is very cheap. Like when we want to stay somewhere, I have to like keep presenting it a couple different times before.
Hey, Donna. Thank you, Donna. Yeah. It adds up. I
know it does add up.
And for you guys coming from out of state and out of the country.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like
who was that came down? Was it Mike? And he was talking about how much his trip was between the cruise and everything. It was like
Christy. Christy was on here.
15,000. Yeah.
Yeah, her trip was like crazy.
And I know
Mike with the Westies TV.
Yeah, but we luckily at the time, and kind of take it for granted since we can't go there now, we went a lot. So, but we never stayed there. But as many times we went, it's not cheap every weekend going.
No, it's not cheap every weekend going.
With gas and then food and drinks. Thrifty?
Randy called you thrifty. Thrifty Bob.
It's way too much.
Yeah.
Bob can't be worse.
I was sad to see that on that list that Port Orleans was not one of the ones that was opening, because that's
our go-to.
That's our gate. We keep saying we're going to stay somewhere else, and then we end up at Port Orleans.
Especially if we can get a
we just
a
love
discount
it.
from your sister. We'll go there every time.
Yeah, we'll just go there. We just love it.
Our Disney cruise is 12 for 2 weeks. Wow.
Oh, it's Europe though, and it's 2 weeks.
Still, Disney cruises are more expensive.
So I'm just going to say this. I was pricing something out just to price it out, just to see if it's even like feasible and doable. But actually, Disneyland Tokyo is actually not terrible.
The price wise?
Like as expensive as I thought it was.
It's just the 30 hours flying to get there.
It's just a lot.
Losing a day.
Losing a whole day.
Not understanding anything they say.
I think it would be amazing though.
Oh yeah.
And I was
it Tokyo that has a new Onward popcorn bucket?
Yes, the van bucket.
So let's go next week.
No, I actually think that's Shanghai.
Shanghai.
That's Shanghai.
If anybody hasn't seen that, the van from Onward.
But we were looking into flights, round trip.
Hey Jackie.
Was what was that? I could find it.
$200 a night is the All-Star a value or moderate?
That's a value.
Still a lot.
Mm-hmm.
200 a night.
Yeah. But I was looking into flights round trip for us.
Not when it opens, Elaine.
It'd be like 700, like 719.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think was terrible for going from Florida.
Did you hear the food's cheap to
Tokyo? It's reasonable. It's reasonable because we were watching some videos.
I'm getting hungry now because Drew just heated something up.
He's heating up something. I think it's pizza rolls. It smells very good.
MLS has not canceled.
And park tickets for a 4-day park ticket at Tokyo was like $286. You could get the Hilton Tokyo, which is right there, like in the monorail kind of loop. I could find it for $150 a night.
It's not bad.
I don't think that's terrible. I think that's just as much as going to Disneyland. I just feel like you have to budget more because you would want to be there longer since it's such a longer travel time.
That's the price now. It's going to go up.
Oh, it's going to go up. But I'm just saying, I was just looking. And that's actually out of Daytona, which would be amazing for us. It would go Daytona to Atlanta and Atlanta to Tokyo, which seemed very strange to me.
Because you would look to see if we go to California for a day.
Of course, I was trying to like stop over and look for a stopover in LA for Disneyland.
But we do plan to go to Disneyland again, but
we don't know when.
We had hoped to go back this year, but
we just don't
everything
know.
Canceling and everything. It's just I don't know.
We just don't know. So
I feel like Disneyland's a home park
Susie,
too.
these are prices right now. So like when we hear everything, it's probably going to go up a lot more.
What was business class? It was like was it 4? One of them was 5,000 more.
Yeah, like where
7,000.
Where you have like the lay down, like it was insane.
Like 7,000.
No, it was like crazy. Like I want to say like 2,700.
I said 7,000.
Oh no, like I'm sorry,
crazy.
27,000.
27. Okay. Yeah.
No, but it was like I was like, what?
So we can get a new car or fly to Tokyo. I'm going to get a new car.
I want to say I don't remember exactly what it was.
Because at least then you can make payments.
Right. I wasn't looking for something that much.
You at least need legroom. You need the what was you were looking at the extra 500?
It was only extra for 500 for like
the extra legroom and
extra for comfort. They call it. This is on Delta, so that's just what I looked. It was just pricing, just curious to see if it was doable.
Sounds like you're curious.
I mean, that would be amazing.
She said 13. Well, you did look at something with a stop. It jumped to like something crazy.
Yeah, if I try to do a stop in LA,
and it was like 1,700.
it was
round trip or
crazy.
something. Yeah.
If you do like one way, it's more money.
Hey,
if
Amy.
you do like a round trip, for some reason.
Yeah, it's some flights. I know they back when everything was booming, some people were getting connecting flights through certain areas and not taking the second half of the flight, and they were getting cheaper flights, stopping here and going there than just going straight a direct flight. And
so I just think that'd be awesome. I don't know if anybody else has gone there.
Sorry, Will.
I mean, I know we've seen Jim. I put their names together.
Jim and Ten.
Yeah.
We've seen Jim and Ten. We've seen
Tim and Jen.
TDR.
TDR. We watched
Natasha. Eleanor.
Lily just smelled the food.
She just woke up and smelled the food.
Eleanor Draining went there. Natasha went there. It just seems like it'd just be so amazing.
And we watched some other ones, but but mainly Natasha and TDR. If you want to know what to do.
And they were just saying like a 1-day Universal ticket. It was like $76.
Which isn't bad.
It isn't bad.
Because a 1-day Universal ticket here is 100 and something, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's 159. I don't remember if that's a two park or what.
Yeah, but everything's just so uncertain right now that we're not really making any plans.
Because we even thought about even Universal getting passes again for that, but I don't know. And if it was a day like Travis had today,
I know that would have been amazing.
Hey Steven, thank you. Happy Father's Day. It's $359 for annual passes. That's not bad for Universal for 2 parks.
I wonder if Disney Nerders, have you guys ever been to Disneyland before? Because
I think they're going to cancel the Christmas party.
I think they might. I'm not 100% sure.
Do they have a parade?
What, Christmas?
Yeah. They have fireworks?
All right, I've
so
never
right
been.
now we have no idea when they're going to do fireworks or parades again. I think I knew more than you that the Halloween party was going to get canceled. Because there's no way they could do trick-or-treating either.
Donna, I did. That's when it was like so crazy priced, is when I tried to do that. When I tried to split it up like that, it was like insane.
We were thinking about Halloween Horror Nights, but
we were thinking about Halloween Horror Nights.
It's still that's a fluid situation. If it looks like it's going to pan out and they're going to have I don't even know if they're going to do a frequent fear pass or it's just going to be a one-time
So
pass.
Disney Nerders, I would vote for you guys to go to Disneyland instead of coming here.
Why?
Because they were just coming here. I mean, they're coming here, but if they've never been to Disneyland.
Oh, I go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Because if you can get in Disneyland with a smaller crowd, you can do everything.
It's just so quaint. I mean, you just got to try it at least one time.
If you said, hey, on the 11th you can go over to Disneyland for the day, no problem. Boom, boom. I'd pick Disneyland over here.
But I think they do all their Christmas stuff at Disneyland. Like I think it's like the second weekend.
Yeah, Becky, they canceled all their parties.
Yeah, I would wait until the second weekend around.
Yeah.
To go to Disneyland to see.
It depends if you want to see the Christmas decorations or are they even going to do the overlay on a mansion? I would imagine they would.
Yeah.
But that means that's a ride that's going to be shut down for a month during this time.
Yeah, Amy and I were talking about this. We were talking about, do you think they're still going to be decorating for the holidays? I think so. I think
they'll decorate because that's just something you look at.
Right.
Yeah. And it's going to help people feel better.
Like get in.
We were talking about Talia earlier because she got these ears.
Talia, we mentioned you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flight prices, I don't know what they're going to go.
I think they're just going to, the flight prices are going to go crazy.
See, decorating and do ride overlays. Happy Father's Day, Jeff. Thank you. I think that's a great idea. Do a lot more overlays on a lot of rides.
You're just going to have to drive down here to fly from Orlando. That's crazy. The prices are crazy.
They were talking about going to the same time we were going to go to Disney this year.
Oh, the Disney Nerders?
Disneyland, yeah.
Yep, Disneyland.
That was our original plan to go around that time.
We were going to go around that time. Like, that's what we were picking dates.
And that's probably not going to happen.
And then I was like,
because if you heard earlier, she's wanting to go to Tokyo.
I was like, would you rather go to Tokyo or to Disneyland again? Because when I started pricing it out,
for what we would pay at the hotels and in flights, it might as well go to Tokyo Disney.
I mean, that's on.
It's a bucket list.
I think it's on everybody's bucket list to try to go to all the Disney parks.
So now we only have one thing we have to do before then.
Oh, we need a passport.
Because we've always cruised. And been lucky, knock on wood.
I don't know. Yeah, I would want to go to the office. I just feel so like.
Send in your social security or birth certificate.
I mean, because I know people who work at the post office, and I know how they are. So I don't want to.
Yeah, we still haven't got that thing Karen sent. I don't even know how long ago Karen sent that.
Thank you, Margot, for stopping.
Yeah, have a great week. Get some sleep. I know it's real late over there.
Yeah, but as much as we've cruised, we don't have a passport, and we really probably need to get one.
Which is funny because one of Kylie's birthday, she wanted for her birthday.
That was one of her birthday presents.
And we were like, we should have got it when she got hers. Yeah, the star and the driver's license, we have that.
We have that, so we're good with that. The thingy.
The thingy.
The thingy.
I really do want to get back to Disneyland, though.
I
feel like Disneyland, if I could go to Disneyland all the time, I'd be just as happy.
Cheri, I think that's what we're going to do. I looked it up, and there is one that's close to us that we might just go there and just... I've done that before, so...
I would feel better about going...
in person?
To Disneyland, to Tokyo, and all that, instead of going on a cruise.
I was talking about
I would hate to get stuck on a cruise ship.
I know. Speaking of which, we have a cruise. I know, Talia, are you still going? I think she was going in September.
It's going to be tough for anybody making that kind of decision, and you don't know what's going to happen.
Right. But we have a cruise on Carnival Mardi Gras. The
first cruise in the new year.
First cruise in January. And we just heard that the Mardi Gras is being delayed again. So
we had the inaugural cruise originally.
We've already been pushed off this cruise once. Yeah. I think they're trying to give us a sign.
Yeah. Well, they also said 6 Carnival-owned ships are going to be sold or scrapped too. So it's that's a totally fluid situation.
Sorry, Talia. She's not going.
Well, we don't think we're going to go this year either.
Disneyland?
Yeah.
Because if they require you to make reservations and we don't have a annual pass or we're not staying on property there's no guarantee we would actually get in the
this
park.
time we were actually looking not to stay on property because we
weren't going to stay on property.
We wanted to try something right at the other entrance to
like where
downtown
it's
Disney.
on Harbor Boulevard, I believe. We were just going to stay there and just walk right in.
Plus, when you're on that side, there's a lot more food opportunities.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to get an Uber or who knows how those are going to be.
When we were staying at the hotel,
but luckily,
Pier,
Matthew and Lauren brought us to In-N-Out, which was cool.
There was no in our area. There was no places to get food.
Only if you went over to Disney Springs and ate.
In the lobby, there was no convenience stores, so you couldn't get drinks.
It was funny because we went to in the middle of the night and we're like, let's get some drink or something to eat. We got back from the parks. All the vending machines were empty.
Yeah.
All of them. Because they were getting ready to do a remodel there. But they were just clearing everything out and they weren't replacing it.
We would stop at each floor and got off because we were so thirsty looking for a drink. And
those rooms were nice. Those rooms were nice because they were huge.
They were huge. They were big rooms.
Yeah.
We never did a video of it.
No, because we were.
I think we were just so excited to go.
Because when we had planned to go there originally, we were just going to go there, relax, and maybe do just relax or do Disney Springs or Downtown Disney, whatever it is there. Then go over to maybe Knott's. But Derek and Greg picked us up, and we went, and Chris was them. So we and Matthew and Lauren, we went right into the parks.
Chris wasn't with them. Matthew and Lauren.
Matthew and Lauren. And we went right into the park. They got us right into the parks a day earlier because they're employees.
Yeah.
And by the time we got not home, but back to the room that night, it was what, 11, 12?
To add Disneyland California to the annual passes, it's a lot of money.
Oh,
it's crazy money.
1,600 now?
Yeah,
1,700?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because we had looked into that too.
Because we looked into it, would it be cheaper to do that way instead of just getting the passes away? And it wasn't.
But the more days you get on your ticket, of course, the days are cheaper. So we got a 5-day pass.
And the 5th day turned out it made it $50 to add the 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't bad.
I mean, it's still expensive. For a family of 4, it's very expensive. I mean, it's only the 2 of us, so.
And we have less options to rent cars too now because Hertz went out of business.
Yeah.
So. And
I think they're sanitizing them though.
The cars, yeah, but I don't think as many no minivans are running, right? There's something that's not going to be running when it opens.
Yeah, it's minivans.
Minivans.
Thank you, Donna.
What? Oh, dates for Tokyo?
Yeah.
Hotel rate would be
We're
good.
just waiting to see what they're going to say about how they're going to open.
Well, see, 3-day park hopper. Can you even do a park hopper then? Disney Nerd Herders we're talking about. How long is it going to be before we can do a park hopper?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Spaceship Earth has been postponed. And there was another thing that they had. Was it the Star Wars hotel they stopped working on? There's a couple things that have been.
But the park hoppers, yeah, they're not going to let you park hop between. So this is another thing I looked in about Disneyland Tokyo. If you get to like the 4-day pass, the first 2 days you can only go to. You have to go to Disneyland.
I was just getting on camera.
Oh, Disneyland. The second day you have to go to the seas.
Yeah.
And then the next 2 days you can park hop. So I'm not sure how they're going to do that.
Yeah.
If they tell you where you have to go.
Reservation system with the pass holders. I've actually been on the fence about is it even worth being a pass holder right now? Because you can't park hop. You can only get 3 reservations. You can't get your other ones until those are gone, right? Or can you use one and add another day? Can you keep doing that?
We haven't heard about Disneyland, and we haven't heard about Disneyland if you can park hop.
Did they even get okay to open?
I think they did.
All right.
Yeah. I'm okay with not park hopping. Like that's.
I used to like the old Norway ride.
I did too. I liked the old.
And it wasn't.
ride.
You could get right on it. It wasn't the line that froze in
And
his
I
mouth.
would even like to stop to like watch the movie too.
Yeah, there's gonna be no fast passes either.
Yeah, I like the movie in Norway too.
Yeah, no more fast passes. No more.
We just gotta wait and see.
Did they ever have single riders at Disney? Because that's gone.
There's some rides that I know. Mount Everest, and that's not the proper name.
Hey, Josh.
Did.
Thank you.
There was some.
Amy, that's why I'm on the fence about a pass holder right now, because the beauty of being an annual pass holder is you could go anytime you wanted, any park you wanted. And now they're saying you can only go 3 times in. I know it sounds greedy.
No, but let's be honest. Like when we.
But everybody's going to get to go.
But when we go, how many times do we park hop?
Not a lot, but there's options there.
We don't park hop.
Sometimes we'll go take the monorail from Magic Kingdom over.
Very small percentage. Like
we'll take we've taken the Skyliner from Epcot.
That is true. We've done that.
So right now the Skyliner from Epcot to
doesn't really, unless you're staying at those resorts.
And how's the Skyliner? Are they going to be running?
I have no idea.
Because how are they going to sanitize each one every time somebody comes off?
They're not going to sanitize everything. You have to put hand sanitizer when you get in and when you get off. I mean, it's up to you.
Josh.
It's up to you to maintain your own safety.
I've always said that.
I know. I mean, they have the pee bags in there.
Those are poop bags.
Oh, the poop bags.
We just pee out the.
You can.
You just pee on the floor and it runs out.
That's disgusting.
And the poop bag's not disgusting. Disgusting. I just wonder if anybody there, when it was shut down for those 3 hours, if anybody had to use it.
I'm sure they did. That's 3 hours.
Yeah, that stinks. Because you always get on something and you're like, just go wait till we get back to the room.
I always like.
Your dad had, when we used to go park with your parents, he goes, never pass up a bathroom when you can.
Yeah, I would.
I've used that.
Whenever I left to park, I'd always make sure I go to the bathroom before you get on the monorail. I mean, you have to. The boat, you have to.
Amy's question.
I don't know, Amy.
We're not going to try. I know we had that after we had that whole. It was a whole poop live stream that time when that came out. Remember that back and forth? That was.
Yeah.
But I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I don't even know how they're going to. Because the Magic Kingdom's going to open first. And it's the worst park to get to. Because you have to do the boat, the monorail, and the bus. Right?
Yeah.
Social distancing on any of those?
No.
What are you gonna get on the boat and it's gonna be like little X's?
Where you gotta stand.
But I don't think it's gonna be that way, because even like we were in Walmart today, they've been really good about the distance things. Those are all gone.
I was just thinking about the meme with the pirate. It's a bad time to be a pirate right now.
Oh yeah, with all the X's on the ground.
With all the X's on the ground. I just think that's hilarious.
Where are you coming from, Robert? Because in August, I'd be on the fence too.
Yeah.
I'd really be on the fence.
I would be.
Paddle boards.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? Last April Fool's, they said there was going to be a walkway from the TTC across the water.
I believed it. I really
a moving walkway.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
I think somebody took the walkway from the Grand Floridian
and just
made it
and ran with it.
That'd be kind of cool though if they had a.
I just feel like right now, like I know Disney's trying their best, and a lot of people. a lot of people.
So how does that work with the points and all that stuff?
What do you mean?
She says if I wasn't losing points and it can because of this whole situation, do they just extend those only by the same amount of time that they did?
They don't. Disney looks at it like it's basically with DVC. From my understanding, is they are like, sorry, not sorry. This is something you buy into.
Yeah, you got into a timeshare. That's on you.
I think that's how they feel.
Could be. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
The barrel bridge. Can you imagine walking across?
Becky, that'd be so much fun.
But you could have levels of flat areas just so people can get
every
there.
once in a while.
But that'd be a video in itself.
That would be.
Walking across it.
That'd be like one of those floats.
One
like,
family to a cabin.
One of those floats in the water. Remember, we were. I think Mexico. I was trying to stand on it, and it's all
the flat.
Yeah.
Mat float.
They're impossible to stand on.
Oh, she has until November to use.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough though.
No, they're moving points back to accounts.
I mean,
we luckily I guess we could say being so close we haven't had to worry about that, but that would have been something I would have looked into if we were out of state coming.
But there's actually a lot of local people that are still DVC members.
Yeah. Or did they get them from the rentals?
That's a bad word. That's what my sister says.
Somebody who works in DVC doesn't like talking
about.
We
don't talk about that.
The rentals.
We don't talk about the rentals.
But you can get some good deals with those.
You can get good deals with those. Eventually, I think we could look into DVC.
Yeah.
I feel like if we have.
I feel like if I had DVC, it'd have to be a Lonnie.
You can use it. You could.
I know you can use it, but I'd be like, we have to go to Hawaii now because we have to use it.
You have a home resort.
Hawaii.
And you have to pay into that. Like that's how much you would have to pay.
Dang.
Do you understand that part?
Yes, and I'm cheap, so.
Yeah, I didn't know you would do that.
They can't just give it to us for.
You can buy points, but you're buying them.
Yeah, I know. We've looked into buying points, renting points, all that stuff.
Yeah, you're just cheap.
100 points is like $250 a month.
That's not bad.
What is it to stay at a place at? How many points?
Say I'm just guessing. Say at Bay Tower Lake.
Bay Tower Lake.
It's probably maybe. I have no idea.
For 10 years.
I want to say 17 points. I'm not. I'm just
17.
Yeah.
That's a deal then. You're paying $250 a month.
$250 per point.
So that's 2,500.
That's my understanding. I don't know.
Sorry.
See, Polly's
that's
average,
$3,000 a year.
Average is 23 points a night.
A night.
A night.
So that adds up quick.
Yeah.
So 100 points isn't much.
Yeah.
Not even 5 nights. For 2,500? Wow.
I'm saying you're very frugal. It would not work for you.
Yeah, I'd rent a car and sleep in the parking lot.
And a $2,000
$2,000
deposit. Wow.
Polly's average 23 a night.
Wow.
July weekend nights are 26. Well, what's a normal not a busy time 14,
there is
15?
No busy time anymore.
Well, we don't know any times now anymore.
Right now, there's not.
Yeah, because when you
crowded.
Hey Nancy, when when you looked it up, that one time for the Swan and Dolphin was $100, and then the next time you looked, it was $750.
But now we understand why, because they were having the soccer people staying there.
Yeah, that's where the soccer people were staying.
Yeah, the soccer people were staying there. I'm sure they have names, just not soccer people.
See, some stores aren't letting you use expired coupons. Because remember, I tried to use one, and they're like, "No, expired." Kohl's Cash. We tried to use Kohl's Cash, and they're like, you could have used it online.
They said you could use it, and then Bob says, "What if I don't have internet?" The lady just looked at him like,
"You have an iPhone. It doesn't have. I don't have a data plan. I'm too cheap." But there's people that don't have.
It was only $10 Kohl's. I mean, it wasn't like it was a lot of money.
Yeah. And I'm like, we're not shopping at Kohl's ever again.
We were there the next weekend.
We were. But it's the point.
It's where Bob finds all his shirts.
$72 a point. Is that good? See, I don't know. I watched For Love of Mouse's video a while ago, and I don't remember any of it when they were talking about the points and explaining it.
I think if we were going to do it, we would actually retain the information.
Yeah. Because I don't retain a lot.
Oh, but since we're not doing it,
Her Kohl's did.
we're gonna go to your Kohl's, Faith.
Wait, where does she live?
I don't know. It's worth it. Probably not
That's
gas.
cheap. Okay.
Okay.
73 a point. So 73. So that's cheap. 73 a point. Because you're talking
$73 a point.
Yeah, if you're talking 14 points to stay somewhere for a night.
It also, correct me if I'm wrong, but it also depends like when you sign up. Like if you signed up years ago, your points weren't as much money as they are now. The cost of them, you see what I'm saying?
Back when we looked at the rentals, there was like $20 a point to rent it, wasn't it?
No, ever.
Was it?
Never ever would it have been
20 or
like
40?
in like 1950. I mean,
Could have been. I don't know when we looked. You just don't tell me things, and I try to remember.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I just think
Resale points. Monthly, they get monthly maintenance fees too. They charge you a maintenance fee for holding your money.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I have no idea.
Oh, they finally moved to Davenport. Quarantine for 2 weeks. Great.
Oh no.
Don't worry, Expedia. Everybody going
from Florida to New York.
Didn't the governor there say they're going to start quarantining people coming from Florida?
Yeah, we're doing real well.
Okay, about my additional 6. It's a whole.
Susy, I think they do expire.
It's a whole other system and world with these points.
I know.
I can only deal with one world at a time, and I'm still mad about
a $450 a night for the cabins.
No, I'm mad about the pass holders not being able to park hop and everything else. I know it's a crazy thing to be mad at, but
you never do it.
But I have the option to do it if I wanted to.
You're just sounding like a really entitled person.
I know. It stinks.
Like you want to throw a tantrum because you can't park hop.
Well, like you said, we never really park hop.
You wouldn't park hop, so I don't know.
Not like see now somebody like Travis who goes 4 parks a day.
Travis does, yes.
It's got to be killing him.
Yeah.
Because can you park hop at he went to both parks today at Universal, right?
They says it's okay to be mad.
It's okay to be mad. But when it's Bob not mad. What did somebody made a comment on one of our old videos, and it's like, I'm dying to listen to Bob complain about the prices of ears for 40 minutes. It was one of the merchandise videos from Magic Kingdom. And I think at that time they just jumped from like $17 to $24 or something. And I complained about it for.
Talia does. Yeah, Talia's like that too. Talia's just like Travis. She does 3 parks usually one day.
But what you see in our videos is it's not me trying to appease Disney or anybody else. I'm telling you exactly how I feel.
Right.
I'm not worried about them giving me a free stay or anything or hosting me. I'm telling you exactly how I feel.
Disney Nerd Herders is asking if we're going to be able to book any parks tomorrow. We actually do have a reservation, but it's before the parks open.
It's for 4th of July weekend.
I don't think it counts.
We can try.
We could try, but we're probably canceling the reservation.
Yeah.
So they would probably cancel that reservation. I know Disney's really big on that.
The only benefit of it is if we go to Saratoga, we're so close to Disney Springs. Yeah. So we can go eat at Homecoming every time we want to eat.
Yeah. But we can't go because we have nobody to watch Lily.
Yeah. So, you're on your own, girl.
You're on your own, Lil.
We could just pile food and water and she'll be fine, right? She would eat until she was.
Put in a doggy door?
No. We're not gonna do that.
No, we wouldn't do that. We never do that.
How long have you been here in Davenport? Because it is starting to get muggy and humid here. It's bad.
It's bad.
Because like on Disney Nerd Herders, our live stream last night, it was about the same temperature here, but we had 100% humidity yesterday, and it was just muggy.
And I said we're gonna have Susy would watch Lily. She's a handful.
If only he could, but we can't even. Yeah.
Oh, what was I going to say? I don't even remember what I was going to say.
No, I didn't see that, but I did see that Art Smith lost like 80 pounds, and he was going to make healthier recipes. And I'm like, not till after we at least eat there and eat your good food before.
Right, the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I seen some picture and I was like, does that look different?
Yeah.
Does he have less fat in it? Because that's not good.
It didn't look as like
as
moist,
succulent.
That's not a word you use to describe cake.
It's a word you describe plants with.
I know. A cake is not a plant.
Our self-quarantine is almost over.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I haven't seen any vlogs, and I just seen the pictures of. And he didn't have any mask on.
Who? Oh, I was just gonna say we were talking about. Now I remember.
What the hell was he doing? Sorry about that, but what was he doing in Disney where masks are and not wearing a mask? That was stupid.
Who?
Art Smith greeting people without a mask and taking pictures with them.
I don't know.
Maybe he's O positive blood type. He's not worried.
Oh my gosh. I was just talking about how hard time we're going to have because we're not acclimated to the humidity because we haven't been there every weekend outside. So that's going to be tough for us.
Yeah, because now if you're hot, you just go back in the house. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, but walking around the park.
In the summer, we're usually.
This humidity is going to be
parks
terrible.
And stuff. We go to the parks at night.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaden. Work during the day, get through it, and then go to the park usually in the weekends and nights.
Yeah, but
reevaluate in the fall, park hopping.
Fingers crossed we get the pass holder preview.
Yeah.
So they're having a pass holder preview.
Which is basically whoever gets the email first is in.
Email.
Because if you don't do it exactly when you see it, like we've done it before and had been 3-4 days, like it's been horrible.
Yeah. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a.
We're in an over 55 community.
Oh, they do.
What?
They live in a 55 and over in Del Webb.
We were in one of those yesterday visiting.
We were in one of those. Amy's in New England, so she can't wait to move. We were actually talking about moving to a 55 older community.
Because they let people under 55 in them now.
Some of them, not all of them.
So we can play pickleball. I don't even know what it is.
You just want to play pickleball?
No. We can play cornhole like we did today.
We did. We played indoor cornhole.
We just set up one, shot at one.
We really didn't follow the regulation rules.
We followed house rules.
Travis, I'm glad you got home okay.
He's already home?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, already home. It's
Donnie's moving in 4 years. I hope that they're moving to Florida, him and Susy.
Computer is ready to go.
Is the computer going without Amy?
She's sending it.
She's sending it to Florida first.
We are in Del Webb now and can't wait to get out. So somebody just moved into Del Webb and somebody else who lives there is on
funny.
here. That's how small is the world. Like they're in the same community.
I haven't Disney Nerd heard is anybody in Florida developing a mask tan yet? I'm sure they are.
No, not people in Florida. They just take it off, and if they even see even a little bit of a line, they're like, "Oh, no mask today. Corona's over," and they're gonna.
I think you could get one because you can get a sunglass tan.
Oh, I get sunglass tan every year.
Yeah, you can get a sunglass tan.
You're moving next door to me.
Oh.
You'll be here, and she can.
Amy and Susie would be neighbors. That would be so much fun.
She can make the neighbors move before they get ready to move.
That would be so fun, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that some of those places up north when they get hot is just terrible.
With no AC.
Yeah, no air.
Oof. Yeah.
Especially in the city, which is weird because isn't Chicago the windy city?
I have no idea. I've never been.
That's what they call it, I think.
So this should be a very interesting week to see about reservations. And I mean, I guess you just got to try to plan it for not the weekend.
I'll be honest. You're going to do it all.
We'll be honest. We all know how Bob feels.
You're going to do it all. And I'm going to have to do whatever you can get us.
I'm going to try.
Yeah. Because me, during the day, I never check my phone. I never check anything.
My first priority is Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Then Epcot. Then Hollywood Studios. Then Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah, Animal Kingdom right now for this will be last on the list.
No. 100% humidity means you walk out and it's like
not here. 100% humidity is not.
You instantly are sweating.
Yeah.
And everywhere. You're sweating everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, 100% humidity. Other places is rain. Here it's not.
Yeah.
We had 100% humidity here. Yeah, it might have been today. Yesterday we didn't have any rain. It's just the rain is on your body.
Yeah.
It just comes out and just goes all over you.
Yeah, Douglas, it is a new version of Farmer's Tan.
I guess you wouldn't really have much if you had the hat on, the glasses on, and the mask. It's like you just have little spots. They're just tan.
Actually, that's
depending on your mask too.
That's the most thing that actually gets sunburned on me when we're at the parks is my forehead.
Mine's the back, my neck.
Mine's my forehead.
Like you can see right here. This is what it gets.
Yeah, mine's my forehead for some reason.
Because this right here is in the truck at work. Like this side of my right side of my body is tanner than my left side because it's in the sun. most of the day. Farmer tan.
Yep. So you guys need to let us know, like, if people that are going to start reserving on tomorrow, let us know how it works.
Happy Father's Day too, Jamal.
Hopefully doesn't.
Moist factor way up.
Who put that?
Becky.
Oh, that's gross.
People don't
it's so gross. Like,
it.
You just feel gross everywhere.
Where was it? Maybe it was at work. I had the like the mask. If you've seen Travis's Instagram today, it's not a surgical mask, but it's a medical mask, and that's usually I wear it during the day because for some reason I just breathe better. But I was sweating so much it was just like plastered to my face.
Was it?
Yeah, so then I took it off.
I know somebody
inside the truck when I'm by myself.
Somebody at work went outside for a couple seconds and came back in, and they're like, I have chin sweat. I've never had chin sweat before.
And I can imagine for the women with the makeup, it's got to be.
That's a good thing. I can tell which way my mask goes because you can see all the makeup on it. I do wash it, though.
I did see somebody in a news interview, and they have the one mask that I have that goes over my ears, but they had it upside down and just velcroed in.
I don't even know how you put it upside down.
Because you have the hard clip is at your nose.
Yeah, so, like how would you put it upside down?
Yeah, that one it's actually a runner's mask, but when it's on, you seem to sweat a lot.
Disney Nurse said you need to spray tan your other arm to even it out.
No, they're both like that. They're both. Where is it? They're both
farmer's tan.
Well, and living and growing up in Florida, when you get to a certain age, you're more worried about all the little spots you have. So you're not as worried about going out in the sun and having an all over tan anymore.
No, when growing up in Florida, like when we were younger, my parents didn't use sunscreen on us.
No, we didn't use.
It wasn't a big deal.
I was a lifeguard. I'm gonna say it in high school and out of high school until I went in the Army, and I never put.
Yeah, like
sunscreen on. I was
growing up, we used to use like baby oil to like.
Hair was bleached out blonde, and it was just dark.
Yeah, so both of us have terrible skin.
And I remember being in Germany for after basic training, going over to Germany in the next summer. Like there was a festival at one of the swim baths. I was like, I'll be fine. I got so burnt that it was blistering and everything. And they're like, oh, you can get in trouble because that's government property now.
All right.
I was like, nobody's going to find out.
Different type of sun.
Yeah, I blistered up.
Hashtag Florida life. That is true.
Surfer Bob. I grew up surfing and on the beach all the time.
Yep.
At the waves the high school I went to was literally a mile from the beach, and if the waves were good, there was a lot less people in school that day.
Yeah. We
just went surfing. Crazy, huh? So, anyways, we're gonna have some dinner.
Yeah. Thank you, Cheri. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Cheri. And I can't say it enough, just like it says on the screen, Happy Father's Day. And
she's asking about emails. I'm not sure why.
What's that?
Like notifications of like.
It's weird. Let me see. I didn't even get one.
I got one.
I didn't even get one tonight that we were on.
Yeah, it's weird. I got one 57 minutes ago.
And we've been on 58 minutes.
Does anybody else keep checking their emails? I do for Disney destinations for their email.
Oh yeah, I know you do.
I carry my phone everywhere with me now.
But you remember last time we were on it like 5 or 10 minutes in, I got a notification.
I know some people's videos when they
it says you're live on YouTube. That was my notification.
Well, I know some people's videos I'll get it like a couple days.
Yeah.
After the video's gone out.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we just want to say Happy Father's Day.
But in case you haven't watched this before, or you can check out the live place. They show all the times, like when Jim goes live, Disney Nerd Herders, all those guys.
Well, Disney Nerd Herders?
I think there's over 100 channels on there now.
That's good.
We go live every Sunday at 7.
So it just kind of helps you know like when the times are.
And we'll post on our Facebook group if we're going to go at a different time. Like the time we were at
Disney Springs,
we posted and posted up early that we were going earlier, so people would know.
Yeah.
Jim is working. Yeah, Jim is working on his hours. He needs 4,000 hours.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So
what's he at right now?
I think he was. Might have been 300 or something, maybe 393 or. I don't know.
Was he close though?
He's getting close, yeah.
Good for him.
See, I don't know. Hopefully it does. it doesn't affect, because if we have to maintain that, because we haven't done a lot in the last month either.
No.
So.
Oh, she thinks 800.
800.
Oh, he might have a long way to go then.
No, that's 800 people watching an hour. That's all.
Just
he does, and Jim does a lot of live streams during the week too.
He does.
I can't. I'm at work usually when I get all his notifications though.
He's very good at
live streams.
The live streams.
He's got a better setup because he's got the video behind him.
The video setup. He's very good at that.
He's got the voice too.
He does. Yeah.
What did we call him the first time Pat Sajak or something, or?
I don't know what it was.
Excuse me, it was voice.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, but we just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
And the moms, like back on Mother's Day with the dad, like Travis, who raised his daughter, all the mothers.
All the single mothers.
Because what did Yondu say? Anybody can be a father, but it takes a man to be a daddy. Or something like that.
You're quoting Yondu?
Yondu from
Guardian. I know who Yondu is.
Okay. He raised Quill.
I know.
Okay, just letting you know.
I watched the movies.
We're going to have to do a Guardians marathon one day.
Yeah.
Okay. It's settled. I've spoken. This is the way.
Oh, if anybody has a
Bye, Susie.
channel out there, make sure you post it.
Bye, Amy.
Any Instagram, any Etsy store.
Yeah,
I know
if you're
Amy just opened up an Etsy store.
And also on our Facebook group, if you have one of those, you can post it on there too.
That, yeah.
The only thing we'll delete some if people like report it as hateful or not appropriate or something like that. But if you have a channel or Etsy or anything, that you can go on our Facebook group and post it.
Christy said voice for radio.
His voice, that's what it is, a voice for radio.
Yeah, Christy has a channel too. Make sure you check her out. She goes live on Friday nights at 8, I believe.
Spill the Disney tea.
Yep. Make sure you check her out. Passover Trav has amazing pictures. Check out his Instagram.
And that's something he's focused on like all the time. Because we hang out with him.
I just like to follow him around.
I'm like, we'll do something. I'm like, when did he take those pictures? Because we were just walking.
We were with him, and he took these pictures. I just follow him around and take the same pictures he takes.
Friday nights at 8.
Really good pictures.
Yeah, it was fun to be live. It's fun to get on and chat with everybody because, as you know, there's not much to do videos about.
Yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if we had like
2 new puppies and we make videos about them all the time instead of Disney?
No,
oh, okay.
Like a Zoom meeting with everybody. Everybody's little faces.
We just have to figure out how to do Zoom. I've never done it. Have you?
I've done it at work. Well, not Zoom. I've done Teams.
Oh, okay.
But you have everybody's.
How many people can you get on the screen? Like 20?
It just depends. Like, yeah, only a certain amount fit on the screen, but you can have like so many on the actual.
So the people
stream.
we don't want to show, we can just push off to the side.
Yes, Terry, the Brady Bunch style. Everybody's face would be in a little square.
Okay, that's cool.
But everybody at my work, we mute our faces. Well, not mute them.
What'd you do? I muted my face.
We just have a picture up there.
I have seen when I went in to post this earlier, it said something about new chat rooms and messenger rooms. Is that what they're called?
That'd be something to look into. Something interesting.
It's a fluid situation. We'll look into it.
Oh, that word. I don't know why.
Hey, I just got the notification that we went live.
I don't know what it's about that word.
An hour later.
Yeah. Oh, right. Zoom charges now. That's good. Thank you, Donna.
I loved Google Hangouts too.
Oh, Terry, we mute people at work. We still have people that.
I love the progressive commercials when somebody's not paying it.
That's how ours are. Like people, like you're live. Like
we can still hear you on the toilet.
We can still hear everything that's going around in your area. Your kids screaming. Yeah. You know, you're talking to your kids. You're having a whole nother conversation. Are you listening to what's going on? No.
So we can talk to Jim about it because Jim, if he's teaching with the Zoom too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll look into it in the future. My Teams meetings. Susie, you can put a background?
Susie,
so it's like a green screen?
Teams?
No, the background. You
it's
can put something behind you?
Mine's actually a cruise ship too.
You can put it's behind you?
It's actually Disney cruise ship. It was at Castaway.
It shows behind you? Your face?
No.
Or?
Like if you're not showing
if you don't
your
want to
face.
show your okay, got it.
We're
husband and undies behind someone and stuff like that.
We're supposed to show like your face, but I changed my picture.
Remember the one I showed you where the lady was on meetings and her husband's behind her, like
different costumes,
like Batman and Where's Waldo and all that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So
All right,
where I got
guys.
that from. All right, guys, we're gonna get
Good
some
luck
dinner
to everybody
and get
this
ready for
week.
the work week.
Yeah, good luck to everybody this week that's trying to make reservations. Hope you get them. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of your Father's Day. Have a great week.
Don't waste the day.
Every day's a gift. Oh
Big
my
gift.
gosh.
See, that's word vomit.
I know. Ugh. I need you
We're tired.
I need to do like word mouth exercises before we do this.
That's the whole.
Stop.
Just laugh.
Thank you guys so much.
Have the night you have the week you have. Happy
Have a
Father's
great
Day.
week, everybody.
Your face, but it looks like you're on a cruise. Oh, that's awesome. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.